Hello, Anthony Argyros here, and welcome to episode one of Quote the Warrior. I will be going over a lot of things in the upcoming episodes, going back to when I started fighting in the 1990s, the road, the changes it took in order for me to become NAGA's Grappler of the Decade for 2000 to 2009, my Brazilian Jiu Jitsu black belt under Carlos Catania, my great sensei, the relationships I've met with some really good people, tips for people coming up that want to be in the fight game, as well as just other things that affect us as people, especially the state of affairs in the United States, the way people treat one another, the level of just violence, and why I'm very opposed to unorganized violence. The only type of violence that I'm okay with involves a referee and a set of rules, a sanctioning body, not this unorganized stuff that I'm seeing out there, people videotaping themselves doing wrongful things. So I'll be discussing a lot of that, the situation of COVID and what that's done to the world, that's done to the communities that I'm a part of. I was married 23 years. My thoughts on marriage of yesterday and what people can expect today. Uh, Dating now in the social media era versus prior, and the potential pitfalls that you have to look out for as men and women, and as well as parenting, raising your kids right, what I think makes a good parent. A lot of people have asked me to do something like this, like almost like, I mean, I've done YouTube for years now. I had my technique of the week, some other miscellaneous videos I threw up there. But a lot of people have been watching my Facebook lives and my Instagram lives, and they felt that I should convey my messages about several topics because they like the way I speak. They like my honesty, how I'm candid, and I just say it with no apologies and no expectations of any specific response of an audience. I'm not looking to please everybody, nor am I looking to offend anybody. But I can't control the reaction. I can just give my information unsolicited and, to be honestly, unrehearsed. This is just a test, and I decided to go with it. I didn't really write my material down. I kind of just fly by the cusp, and I go from there. But I do have a lot that I want to share, and a lot of it will be fight game oriented because that's a big part of my life. That's a big part of my legacy. It's not as important as the true legacy, which are my daughter and my son and how I raised them. But a lot of people that have met me in my travels, or just gotten in touch with me online or heard of me, they want to hear a lot of different things. And I got some topics I'm willing to talk about that a lot of other people are not willing to talk about. And again, some of that is risque. We're not talking about an expose, name dropping, nothing like that, but just certain topics like performance enhancing drugs, for example, or the negative part of the fight game, or just things that I don't like that I see people doing, and what should potentially be done to stop that stuff. So, again, I'm looking forward to sharing my knowledge with you, and helping you perhaps see things that you haven't seen before. Learn. I want to educate. I want to help people. I want to help people learn more about themselves, and if it's an area that I feel that I have some say in, or I'm even an expert in, so to speak, because what really makes an expert nowadays? There's so many things that go into a term like that, but just a lot of things. I just want to be able to help people better themselves, and if I can be a part of that, I'm very happy and blessed that you'll allow me to be able to take a part in bettering you. People asked me. That's pretty. I threw the topic, the subject of this YouTube tab, as we call it, on a YouTube channel, a show, YouTube tab. Quote the Warrior. Obviously from the Raven. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And the Warrior was a nickname given to me because, again, I feel a nickname, especially in a sporting sense, a fight game especially, you have to earn it, otherwise it doesn't count. The Warrior was a nickname given to me right after I won the very first Battle at the Beach tournament in August of 2000, and that's a tournament that I'm the only guy left that's competed and medaled in all 20 of them. 21 would have been this past August 2020, but it was canceled due to COVID. So my streak is still active. I just have to wait till the next one to go to Battle at the Beach 21. But yeah, that was given to me by not the NAGA promoter, but the Grappler's Quest promoter. And so the Warrior stuck. You know, it's a common thing, but I know a lot of people try to give themselves nicknames. Like I knew this guy who just nicknamed himself Venom. It wasn't his nickname. It wasn't given to him. He gave himself that nickname, and it's a fraud. If you don't earn it, if you just make it up yourself, then it's not even real. It just becomes like a caricature. So again, a lot of things I have to share with you, but it'll all be very honest. It'll be thoroughly thought out. I don't just put stuff out there because I feel like it. I think before I act, before I do. But I'm looking forward to sharing my journey with you, and hoping that I can better you in some way. Besides just giving you something to look at and to watch on YouTube. But, I will say this. Every episode will be interesting. Quote the Warrior on that.